awakens. Vesperia succumbs to a curse of shadows. Recall it now. Reclaim the lost sword. Let it illuminate the hero's journey. The one who shadows the eternal night. Behold the legend, Merlin.
Magister Merlin? Magister Merlin! Are you all right? Magister Merlin? You don't look well. Did you have a nightmare? Ah, your old problem has reared its head again. I'm Dolly. We've been living together in the mystical house for a while. However, you lost most of your powers somehow. Your memories are fragmented, and you often... I woke you up because there's a fire on the other side of the river. It's getting serious. All the villagers will be in danger if we don't put out that fire. Chippy was worried and ran over there already. As you're familiar, Chippy wanted to protect your beloved village, so he rushed out to put out the fire. But the fire is getting out of hand. Will Chippy be all right? Do you want to go and see for yourself, Magister Merlin? I understand. Just take care of yourself. You've been in seclusion all these years. No one knows you're here. If you just go out like this, it might stir up... You know, you're probably the most famous mage in Asperia. Before going out, why don't you use some magic and...
General Hogan! The water isn't working!
Use sand! Get these fires under control! Do not retreat! Forward!
I wouldn't have recognized you if it weren't for Chippy tagging along. How about you dispel your disguise so I can see my old friend again? Oh, I really hope this is the last time. But no matter how many times you lose your memory, I'm happy to— I am Hogan, the former leader of the Heroic Order of the Lightbearer. We've been friends for decades, and our friendship will never fade. But this is no time for small talk. Look at these fires. They don't belong in Ryham. How could they just appear out of nowhere? Then our most pressing concern is to put out the fire. Please, give me a hand. Let's put this fire out together.
I'll catch up to you someday.
General, they've ruined my beauty sleep. This will cost you extra.
Valen, you're just getting here now? Were you deep in your cup?
That's not fair! I ran into a bunch of fire elementals on the way here! Anyway, looks pretty grim here. I didn't—
That's right. We think it's arson.
Whoa! A talking hamster? In that case, this lady with the general must be a mage.
I'd normally overlook your banter, Valen.
It's rare to command such respect from the general. Well, Magister, I am Valen, of the Heroic Order. How would you like me to address you? An interesting name. I will remember— Forgive my rudeness earlier. I'll be sure to make it up to you.
You seem more interested in who started the fire.
I saw you casting
It's not that easy to quench a greedy fire, my dear. I'm
The
just
Scarlet Sorceress is as beautiful—
dangerous.
So she's the Scarlet Sorceress. Chippy has heard of her.
You're...
Magister, what do we do, Magister? She's staring really hard.
Never mind. You made me think of someone. The divination was right. This night was awful. I'd appreciate not being disturbed any further.
You're not going anywhere, Scarlet Sorceress. All my wares are gone.
Don't push your luck, young man. I'm not known for my patience.
Don't you dare try to get away with this.
Shh. Quiet. The wind. It's suddenly so...
What is that?
Magister!
Fly, my beautiful flame.
You awake? How are you feeling? If I hadn't seen you pass out just now, I'd probably... You passed out for a while. General Hogan and his men put out the fire. Then he returned to Hollystone. He ordered me to stay here and look after you. Before he left, the General told me to make sure that when you woke up, your memory was all right. What a strange request. Do you often forget things? Also, how much do you remember of what just happened? The Scarlet Sorceress, Muriel. You're a Magister, so perhaps you've heard of her. She was identified as the culprit by young Master Rowan. That kid with the huge bag and the duck on his head? He's Rowan, the second son of the wealthiest man in the Empire. And General Hogan took the two of them back to Hollystone for questioning. Muriel's attitude towards you was unusual. When you passed out, she was the first to get to you. Did you know her from before? That's rather odd.
Magister? Yes, Chippy checked all around and didn't see any element. Mr. Valen told you that General Hogan... The General will wait for us in the village, so we should go meet him in Hollystone. He seemed to have something to say.
There might be enemies on the road, although you might not need my protection.
Of course! The Magister is the merriest mage that ever... Anyway, since you're feeling better, Magister, should we set off? However, before leaving for Hollystone, we should probably return to the mystical house.
Need a hand, friend?
Dolly! I brought back the Magister!
You're back. I was worried.
I'm Abby. Hello.
Merlin, have you regained your powers?
Don't be too happy.
Nonsense.
Even the goddess Dura can't control Merlin. Perhaps it's just the Magus Chippy. What's with you? Why so pessimistic? That's not like you.
Oh, you're right. The Magister is the greatest mage in all of Vesperia. Everything...
That's what I like to hear.
Magister Merlin, you seem to be in quite a bit of trouble. Shall we find you someone to lend you a helping hand? Leave it to me. I know a few people.
Ready to embark on a glorious adventure?
Those who know nothing will have